Hey, kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Nicole. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new, thank you for joining me as well, and welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe and click on that bell for future notifications. Today, I will be interviewing a friend of mine that I met through a Facebook group. He lost a lot of weight from eating plant-based and kept it off for a very long time and then gained some back. So I just wanted him to kind of share his journey, what happened, what is he going to do about it? What's his plan from here on out? I hope you guys are inspired by his journey and his story. Without further ado, let's welcome Gary. Well, thank you, Gary, for taking the time to come with me on this journey of interviewing.
Yeah, glad
I know
to be
you're busy
here.
today with your daughter and her birthday and everything, so I thank you for giving me the time.
You got it.
I'm about to put you on blast. Since you were 37 minutes late, let's get on into
It's okay. It's okay. Talk to me. I'm here. Ask
let's
me
get
anything.
into it. So, okay, so tell me about yourself. First of all, how long have you been plant-based? And then
8 years.
how many?
8 years.
8
8
years.
years.
Okay, good. That's a long time. I've been plant-based for
Yeah.
10. It's been 10 for
Oh,
me.
beautiful.
So how and why did you start a plant-based diet? How
Okay.
and why?
Okay. How? The reason I went to plant-based is because I went to get some blood work done, and my blood work came back, and I had high cholesterol. And the doctor said, "Hey, you need to go on cholesterol medicine." At that time, it was Lipitor. I don't know what it's called now. But it was Lipitor, cholesterol medicine. My cholesterol was high. So I said, you know what? Give me 3 months. If I come back and you check the cholesterol and it's still high, I'll take the medicine. I'll take the Lipitor. So I came back 6 months later. I got tested again and it went down significantly.
Wow.
And she told me, what did you do? What did you do to get your cholesterol down that fast? I've never seen anything like that before. So I started eating less meat. All I did was eat less meat, less animal products.
Yeah.
I didn't fully go vegan. I didn't fully go plant-based, but all I did was eat less of it. So I said, if this is working, I might as well continue with it. So that's how I totally started eliminating all animal products. Because I say if I eliminate animal products, it'll help my cholesterol levels,
Yeah.
which it did significantly.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
awesome.
how I started my journey,
I love it.
and it just turned into this.
That's a great. I love that. Thank you for sharing. So when you first went now first, are you vegan or plant-based? Vegan meaning you don't eat or use animal products. Plant-based meaning it's just for the diet and your health.
Plant-based. Plant-based because let's say I have a muffin. Let's say I go buy a muffin in the store. It has milk in it. You know, you're right. Yeah. So I'll have the muffin. You know what I mean? So or a Snickers bar has milk in it. I'll have it. Not a lot, but I'll have it. So that doesn't make me vegan if I'm having it. So I would say plant-based.
You're not doing it for the animals. You're doing it more so like for health. But you make little exceptions, little exceptions here and there with little treats and whatnot. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I have an exception every now and then with chocolate. And if I'm at a birthday party or something and I have a regular cookie or a regular piece of cake, you know, I make exceptions here and there, but I mean, overall, I stick to animal free. You know, the only time I'll make exceptions is with like some chocolate or a baked good or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what kind of benefits did you experience when you first went plant-based?
Energy. The first thing was energy levels, because the animal products was making me feel lethargic. I was always tired. I had no energy. So when I started having more fruits and vegetables, of course, that helps with digestion, and it clears your mind and it clears your digestive system. Back then, you know, they weren't really talking about gut health too much, but now I know about gut health and cleaning out your insides. And when you do that, you feel lively and you feel energetic. So definitely the future, the energy levels, oh my God, I went through the roof after that. I said, it's just, and it's just because I changed how I ate. You know, that's it. Yeah, definitely energy levels.
I see all that. I see all that energy you have in them videos.
Energy, I'm telling you.
Those videos you be putting up.
Yeah, and right now, So I put some weight back on. So, but right now I'm right back on track, and I know exactly how to get there. Eat
And
more
we're going to
fruits and
talk about
vegetables.
that. And we're going to talk
Yeah.
about that in a minute. Don't be jumping ahead now. No,
All
so
right, all right, all right. I won't.
in your original journey, you were heavier and then you lost a lot of weight. How much weight did you
Yes,
lose at that
I
time?
lost 165 pounds. I'm 6'3". I'm pretty tall,
Ooh,
so I guess I hide it pretty well. I went from 365 pounds down to 200 pounds. So I lost
wow.
100. And people ask me about excess skin, and I did not have any excess skin.
Oh, you
I
were
did not have
blessed.
I did not have any excess skin. A tiny bit, but not really
Not
too
as bad, not as bad as it can
no.
be.
But you know how people ask me that too. You know how the reason why I didn't have excess skin, because when you lose weight, you shouldn't lose it too fast. And as you're
Yeah.
losing it, you put muscle on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That way it compensates for you losing the weight so fast. And that
So
and that,
you
I
were
said that skin.
right. You were working out as you were losing weight.
Absolutely. I was doing
That's good.
calisthenics. I was not doing weights. I was
Mm-hmm.
doing, push-ups and,
Body weight.
body weight squats. That's what
Yeah.
I was. So I was definitely adding muscle on.
That's
You know,
amazing. 360 to 200. What? Okay, so wait.
365 to 200.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Got to
Let
add
me
the five on the end.
yes.
Got to add that five on the end. It gives it more spaz.
Right. Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. So what did you eat to lose the weight? Like what was your typical day of eating? Of course it changes all the time, but give me a general idea of what you were eating
The
to
first
lose
thing I
the
would
weight.
start with, like I do right now, the first thing I would start with is a smoothie or a shake, a high protein shake, or
Mhm.
a smoothie with lots of fruits in it, with fiber.
Yes.
Fiber is the big thing. Fiber, 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 fiber. I don't know what
Fiber.
it is. It's fiber. I'm telling you, the
It's very
fiber gets the
important.
bowels moving. It
Yes.
gets it's good for you, and it's a lot of fuel. It's a lot of fluid. So definitely water and fiber in the beginning.
Very
And then I
much.
would make a meal, a healthy meal with mostly vegetables. You have your protein. You
Hmm.
have most of your plate is vegetables. Some of your plate is protein, and some of your plate is carbs. So it's like
What
a
was your protein sources? What was your go-tos?
protein, tofu, lentils. I'm not big on tofu, but I did have some tofu.
Hmm.
Tofu, lentils, any type of bean, any type of
Yeah.
bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a vegan on plant-based, you have to be careful of how much of that you have in too, because the thing about beans is that it's also hard to digest. So it takes your body along about 2.5 hours for it to digest. So you have to have that in moderation too as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Because like you said,
it's
like you
better than
mentioned,
but it's better than taking 2 to 3 days to digest with the meat, right?
oh, I know that's so true. It takes so long for your body to get rid of that. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my. So
So how long were you able to keep once you got down to 200? How long did you maintain that weight and keep it off?
3 years. I don't know what it is about 3 years.
3 years.
3 years ago, I was in good shape, and then past couple months. I'm not blaming COVID for it. The past, it's because I got lazy. I started eating bad. I started eating too late. I would say, yeah, it took me. It's just crazy. It's frustrating that I got 3 years. So I
So
would
you can
when I get back in shape right now, right? I have like a 3-year window where I have to be careful and I have to be consistent, because after 3 years, I don't know what it is. Something happens, and then I go right back to
yeah.
putting the weight back on.
Yeah.
So I can be in shape for 3 years. I don't know what it is about that number.
That's interesting
You
because
know?
you actually kind of answered my question. I was like, so when did you start gaining the weight back? How and what were you eating to gain the weight back? What changed in your diet? What did you start going to? What was your
Oh, the timing. Like right now, I work at night, so definitely the timings. Right now, I work at night, so either you when you work at night, you have to totally flip your schedule. You have to eat.
yeah.
Your eye, it's different. And then I drive. I'm a truck driver, so I drive trucks, and then there's barely any healthy stuff in the.
Yeah.
So you have to the main thing is meal prep.
You
You
got to
have
meal
to
prep.
really meal prep. And
Yeah.
at night, your body is just because of the circadian rhythm and your brain and all that stuff. You have to eat fruits and a salad. You cannot have anything heavy at night because it
Yeah.
will stay on you because you're not moving.
Right.
You're
You're
not
just sitting
moving.
in the
There's no
truck.
sunlight. No, you're not moving. You're sitting down. There's no sunlight. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
So you're a truck driver, like a truck driver, where you driving
the
from?
big 18 wheelers, the
Oh,
big
are you?
boys, the big
Wow. How long have you been?
80,000-pound trucks.
How long have you been doing that? Uh-oh, where'd you go?
That's all good. Hold on a second.
Gary, your camera.
I'm here. It
Come
should
back,
go back
Jack.
on right now.
Come back,
All
Jack.
right, here. It should go back on. What was I gonna say?
How long have you been
What was your
driving? Just
question?
curious. How long have you been driving
4
that truck?
years.
4 years. Okay.
4 years. 4
All
years.
right.
So
Okay.
you know what I
So
mean?
now that
Yeah.
you have gained the weight, you realize where you realize where you went wrong. You realize what you need to do. What's your plan? What's your plan, or what has been your plan to drop the weight and keep it off this time?
What's my plan? Well,
What
the
is your
way I did
plan?
it before is the same way I'm gonna do it now. What I do is walk between 15 minutes and a half hour every day on an incline. And when I say an
Okay.
incline is important, you know, yeah, as long as you're walking, it's good. But an incline is better because when you're walking uphill, your body sweats and your body's doing what it's naturally supposed to do, which is walk. We're made to walk, so that's how I'm gonna do it again, and the weight just falls off. And of course, I prepare my meals when I go to work,
Yeah.
and every now once a week, maybe twice a week, I'll have a bad meal. It's okay, but it's about planning and sticking to the plan.
It is.
And then after
Remember,
you get the results, you gotta
right.
stay with it, you know?
Because remember how we were talking, it all boils down to when you're consuming way too much, more than you're burning, you gain weight.
Surplus.
If you take it back a couple of notches and you're burning more than you consume, then you're gonna lose it. And that's the thing. It's the consistency. Because maybe, like for myself, because I'm about 15 pounds heavier than I was a couple of years ago. No, not a couple of years ago, maybe like 4 years ago, something like that. Anyway, those 15 pounds, and I go up and down. I fluctuate between 10, 5 to 10, and it's not being consistent. Like my diet overall is healthy, but that one day a week that I go a little crazy, that one day will keep me going backwards. It's like it throws everything off, and it's like I end up balancing the weight instead of dropping it. It's like I don't want to maintain this. I feel heavy, and maybe I'm not like very, very large or whatever, but it's still heavy compared to what I was, and I don't like it. So the key is consistency. Period. Point blank. So those high surplus days, I got to stop doing that because it's not working for me.
Yeah, no. You gotta stick to the plan. You know what they say? You have to have a plan. You have to have it written down, and you got to consistently stick to it.
I think
you can't get away from it.
I think the key is planning. The key is planning. Like when the day before, I've been like kind of writing down what I'm gonna eat. I kind of have I made a little meal plan for myself, and then it helps me stay accountable and stick to it. When I plan and I kind of write down, okay, you know what I mean? And I like it. I like it when I stick to what I'm supposed to do, and it makes me feel good physically and mentally when I'm eating clean, good whole foods. So yeah, go ahead.
That's part of the planning. What you did there, you said something magical, and I want your audience to realize that too. The planning and the writing it down. I could tell you what I ate for the whole week because I wrote it down this week.
Yeah.
So now I know I can look at it. I say, okay, I can improve on this. I can improve on that. Or you look at it and you're like, oh, I did really good. Let me continue. Like you said, so psychologically, the planning and the writing things down, I think helps tremendously because you're making yourself accountable because it's the reason why the reason you're like how you are right now is because of you. So you get to see it. So I'm glad you said that about the writing it down. It works perfectly.
Yeah, I like that because you can refer back to it, and like you said, you can make changes and see what went well, what didn't.
I'm telling you, it works perfectly.
So I already kind of asked you what you ate in the prior weight loss. Are you kind of eating similarly now for your new weight loss journey?
Same thing. My first meal is a smoothie or a shake with the high fiber in it or the protein, high protein in it. That's the first meal. You know, it goes right through your system. It gives you energy right away, and you're ready to attack the day. So definitely the fiber in the beginning, and the drinking more water. Definitely.
Yes. And exercise.
I'm telling you, and
Move
walking.
your
I'm telling you.
body. But
We
you
don't
know,
have to make it complicated. We know what we're doing wrong. You don't have to make it
right.
complicated. You
Exactly.
know?
I will say I feel like weight loss or fat loss is a bigger percent comes from diet, I believe.
Absolutely.
I feel like the exercise is like a little icing on the cake, but I feel like it's the diet is the bigger percentage. I feel.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Of course.
Any advice? Okay, so do you want to tell us how much you gained, or is that too personal?
No. Let's see. 200 pounds. I am 285 pounds right now. My goal is 230. I don't want to get down to 200 again.
Yeah.
230. So
okay.
So I put on about 50 pounds.
Okay.
I'm 285 right now. I'm tall, very tall. So
how tall are you?
You're like 6'3".
Okay.
So you see me, you're like, oh, you're 285? No, you know, but my highest was 365. So thank God I'm not over 300 pounds.
Thank
God.
Could be worse. You're still down worse, like 90. Wait, I can't calculate right now. You're still down like
almost 90 pounds.
Yeah,
almost
still down
95 maybe.
That's still a lot. Still
a lot. So because I'm tall. If I go down to, let's say, 250, I'll still look slim because I'm tall.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say as you get older, the closer you are to your natural body weight, the better.
Right.
So my natural body weight is anywhere between 195 and 230. So my goal is 230 right now, and I have to stay there consistent.
That's a good a realistic goal.
Realistic, because man, I went down. I mean, I had more energy than I had in high school at 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I had more energy than my kids.
You'll get there. You're on your way. So
I'm trying.
Since you started getting back on track and getting in order, have you lost any weight yet?
Absolutely. I lost 12 pounds already.
That's good.
So I'm happy about it. I'm not concerned about the scale too much. I'm concerned about my how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel better mentally, and I know the weight is going down, but I'm not focusing on the number too much. I'm really not. I'm not. I could be 5 pounds lighter. I don't even know.
Right. You can, take some pictures like in a month or so after you've been doing well with your eating. And maybe the number on the scale might not even go down too much, but you might see that you might have lost more fat than actual weight, because weight could be, because you don't want to just lose weight, because weight could be muscle. Weight could just be water,
Inches,
and what you want is to lose fat, right?
Right.
Sorry. Let's see. What happened?
What? Okay. I'm here.
No, something popped on my screen. So do you have any advice? Do you have any advice that you want to give everyone based on your experience with, losing weight, then gaining it back, and like how to keep from doing it?
Oh yeah. Life happens. Life is gonna happen when you don't expect it. Life happens. But the most important thing that you would ever do for yourself and continuously do is take care of your health. Life is gonna happen. People are in good or bad relationships. God forbid, happens to family members. Life is gonna happen. So, but you have to stay on track with your nutrition, because that's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. And I'm saying the most important person in the world, and it's not from an arrogant standpoint. The most important person in the world is you and your health.
Amen.
That's the most important thing I can tell anybody. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Stuff happens, life happens, it's gonna happen, but you gotta stay healthy and you gotta stick with the plan and be consistent. And that's the best advice I can give anybody. I don't have anything else to say but that.
That's great advice.
I'm telling you.
That is great advice.
Yeah.
So that kind of covers the next question, which is, what did you learn from all this? Do you have something different to say? Because that kind of, what you just said kind of covered that
Oh,
answer.
that's a good question. That's a good follow-up question. You got me thinking. What will I learn?
What did you learn?
I learned that there's 100 different ways to get to the same place. You just got to
Yes.
choose one and choose it consistently. I'm glad you had to ask that question.
Yeah.
There's 100 different ways to lose weight. Anybody can lose weight, but not more than about 80% of the people won't stay that way.
Right.
Because it says when you lose the weight, there's a 90% chance that in 3 years, I don't know what it is, because 3 years, there's a 90% chance that in 3 years you will gain the weight back. Those are the stats, those are the numbers, and the numbers don't lie. So
Wow.
chances are that you will gain weight back or all of the weight back. So you got to be consistent. You got to stick with the plan.
That's like the
I'm glad you
whole
asked
thing.
that question.
Consistency.
I'm glad. You see, it's not, we make it too hard. I mean, we make it too hard on ourselves. Come on.
I
We know
know.
what we're not doing wrong. We know we're not being consistent, but we're trying to validate what we're not doing.
Right.
So you know what you're not doing. So just get it done, and that's it.
Just do it. Just do it. Doggone it. And I'm talking to
Yes,
myself too.
ma'am.
Be consistent.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get there. It's okay to be vulnerable, and also it's okay to be vulnerable. Come out there. I'll show my pictures. I mean, I'm not 200 pounds. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm taking accountability for me messing up, me taking ownership, and I'm gonna also take ownership of when I get back to where I was, because you gotta own up to what you're not doing.
Yeah.
It's nobody else's fault, but yours. You control your destiny, and that's it.
And I thank you. I wanted to bring you on here because, just because you eat plant-based doesn't mean you're going to be like some stick figure. We gain weight too. People who eat plant-based gain weight too. There's a lot of junk food out there, a lot of plant-based junk food. And I just wanted to show the real, right? The realisticness of life. It's even people who eat plant-based can gain weight, and we lose weight. We can go up and down too, it's all about figuring out where you went wrong and making a different choice and moving forward with it and being consistent, right?
Absolutely.
I thank you so much for your time. I do want to ask you one last question. Like, is there someone specifically is there someone that inspires you in the plant-based community? Like, like everybody has somebody they follow that they really admire. Is there like one or two people maybe that you really cling to?
There's several of them out there. Like I said, there's 100 different ways to get to the same place. So with all this information out there, there's too much information out there, meaning that we're all over the place. If that diet doesn't work, let's try this one. Let's try that one. You're not sticking to the best diet in the world is the one that you stick to.
Yeah.
You can Google 100 different ways to get to the same place right now. So pick one, or maybe pick 2 or 3 people and stick to what they're saying and do it religiously. That's the only thing that's going to work, because there's a whole bunch of information out there. We're all over the place, but we can't stay this way. We're all over the place, right? And I'm guilty of that. I'm all over the place. I know what to do. All this information, but you got to stay like this on that path, on that focus path.
But make sure whatever way you choose that you feel good physically, mentally, overall, because you don't want to be eating a certain way that's just going to make you tired all the time, or just make you feel, you know what I mean? Like no energy, just be realistic. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Now, is there any place that you want my peoples to follow you on or check you out on? Like, is there a specific, I know
my Facebook,
you like
my
Facebook
YouTube,
better.
just under Gary Rupchan. That's it. My Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok, all on just get under my name, Gary Rupchan. That's it. That's all.
And I'm gonna put the links to his social medias in the description below, you guys. So I need you to send me those links.
Sure, no problem.
So I can just copy and paste. Anyway, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I know you got to get back to your children or your child. Enjoy your day, and thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you so much. All right, I'll talk to you soon. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Take care.
All right, take it easy.
And it was nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Bye.
Take it easy. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys were inspired by his journey and his story. Know that you can get up too. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again, honey child, okay? Nobody's perfect. We gain weight, we lose weight. We got to figure out a way to stay consistent, okay? That's what we need to do. Consistency is the key. Whatever you choose, whatever diet you choose to eat, make sure you have it as a lifestyle. I have a plant-based lifestyle, but there's a lot of plant-based junk food out there, okay? So that's what gets me in trouble. It's all about knowing how to, I guess we could say moderation, just not overdoing it. It's okay to have some sweets and treats every now and then, but don't go buck wild with it, So anyway, be consistent, eat clean, eat a whole foods diet, eat what's going to make you feel good in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, in your soul. And yeah, that's it. That's all, honey child. I hope you learned something today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you continue to watch my videos and like and subscribe and comment so I know you're watching. All right, I'll see you in the next time. Hey, kings and queens. Take 4. Hey, kings and queens, thank you so much. Hey, kings and queens, it's your girl, Nicole. Thank you such.